It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do that they're looking to correct.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On second down, Hooker slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Alert, alert. Hawk. Smash, smash.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Track 60.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's a throw right. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Of course, the bullshit starts fucking early.
All the way up to the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Moore, the man in motion. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back to throw. High. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And
he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll take over first down. At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already drive wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. The starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Hooker now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. In trouble, and he's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Looking to throw on second down. Hyde. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Walker now at 1st and 10. Fighting through. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on second down. Hyde. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Oilers nothing. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ready?
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
65.
On second down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Okay,
Tough
break.
spot here, 3rd down and 11.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now Hooker. And he is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is out of bounds here. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Cook. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hyde, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 40-yard punt, give him 3. The football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 8-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Hyde. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing. Hooker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Come on.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hooker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up
the middle they run. It's Walker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8. That's out to the left and complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Hyde. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He got 29 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Oilers 7. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Dillon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Again, it's Dillon. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Hooker. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hendon Hooker, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. To the right side, this is Walker. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now he'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Hyde. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run once more with Dillon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as